I'm the director of wine and viticulture here at Lake Michigan College. Yeah, how to grow quality wine grapes and how not to screw them up once you've grown the grapes. You know, we have a diverse student population. We have students fresh out of high school. We have late 20-somethings that are looking for either their second or first career. They're passionate about wine. We have older professionals established that are looking to do something else with their lives. So it's a really good group, a lot of good energy. And again, like I said, a lot of diverse backgrounds, socioeconomic backgrounds of those students. It's a 2-year associates in applied science, and a lot of our students, one of the things that's unique about relative to the rest of the student population here is that a lot of our students come in with a bachelor's degree already or even higher. We have a physician in our program currently and a lawyer. So, you know, and then we have people fresh out of high school. So, yeah. Winemaking is a great field to be in because you tap into a lot of different skills and a lot of different activities. So you're outside frequently if you're in the vineyard a lot, which is good. You're working with your hands and doing a lot of physical labor. You're also using your head. You're using your senses and, of course, enjoying the product that you made. And then there's the science part behind it, too. And also, you know, the hospitality front end, interacting with people, and the business aspects. So the wine industry touches on a lot of different disciplines and activities, and it's really exciting. It's a really fun and rewarding business, but it's also very challenging. You know, a lot of people think about making wine and they think you're out having a picnic all the time, and it's just not that way.
You're not?
No.
I'm so surprised.
Yeah. I've been in the industry for about, well, it's going on 20 years now. And before that, I got into wine. I did a study abroad, and I ended up in Dijon, France. And the first winemaking course I took was in Burgundy when I was 20 years old. And we were shown, on top of the class, we were taken to all these different wineries in Burgundy, in Meursault, Gevrey-Chambertin, and I was just blown away. I had no idea that they made wine really in France. I knew nothing. I mean, I knew they made wine, but I knew they made mustard in Dijon, right? I didn't know it was Burgundy, and I was just blown away. And that gave me the wine bug. And then I was took a while, but eventually made it to graduate school at University of California, Davis. And I went there and got a master's degree in viticulture and enology, and I did a few harvests in California. And then I made my way back up the Pacific Northwest where I went to college. And after doing some seasonal work and some viticulture, I ended up being the first enology instructor at Walla Walla Community College. And Walla Walla Community College, their enology and viticulture program now is, I think it's in like their 15th, 16th year. So I was there 03 to 09. I did that, and then I left. I left the college, and I went to work for the Figgins family, because Figgins family is a producer of Leonetti, the oldest existing Walla Walla winery, and the family, Chris, second generation, was starting a really exciting project of his own called Figgins, and the company was growing and getting bigger, and he needed somebody to help manage production and quality control for the various brands. So that's what I did for 5 years. And then coincidentally, the folks from Lake Michigan College were out visiting on a fact-finding mission because they had visited Walla Walla Community College, and they were visiting Leonetti, and Gary Figgins, the owner, said, "Hey, Mike, why don't you come down and meet these folks?" And I did, and they started talking to me about what they're doing in Michigan, and I said, yeah, whatever. I'm not interested, right? But then I went home and told my wife about it because we have 4 children. And she was actually excited about it. And I thought, wow, okay. So I looked into it further, and then I had the folks from Lake Michigan College, I had them send me a case of wine because I really wanted to know what I was getting myself into. Mm-hmm. And they did. And I was expecting some hybrid varieties, maybe some ice wine, maybe some Riesling, everything really totally cool climate. But instead, what I did get a little bit of white, but what I got was a lot of red wines, dry red wines, and I got Syrah, and I got Cabernet Franc, and I thought, wow. And I tasted them. That was the thing that was the hook right there, is I tasted those wines, and I tasted the Syrah, and I said, it was a Karma Vista Syrah, and I said, wow, you know, if they can make wine, if they can ripen Syrah like that in Southwest Michigan, then they must be able to do a lot of different things, and that's really exciting. So we ended up moving here, and to start this wine and viticulture program at Lake Michigan College. The first crop of students started in fall of 2015, and we have a really good partnership with Michigan State University, which is just down the road. The Southwest Michigan Research Extension Center is just down the road. They had some established vineyard blocks that had been planted for various reasons, for various research projects. Some of them were still being utilized, some weren't, and we were able to move in and start helping to manage some of those blocks. So that became the classroom, if you will, for the students, and how to for vineyard management and canopy management, which again is so critical for us here. Everywhere, it's where you make wine. It's out there in the vineyard. It's not in here. I mean, we kind of shepherd the grapes, I guess, if you can mix metaphors, but we preserve what we've grown. And we've also, I've been here now for 4 or 5 years, and I can see that vineyard practices have such a huge influence on wine quality. And quite honestly, one of the things that has been challenging for this area is that some of the vineyards, not all of them, but some of the vineyards, we're learning, and it takes a long time, we're learning from some of the past mistakes that we've made. Instead of growing for quantity, we need to be growing for quality. And those that are doing that are having tremendous success. I mean, I mentioned that Syrah that I had earlier. The guys who own Round Barn and Free Run are making some really nice wines, and Domaine Berrien and Lemon Creek and St. Julian even investing in a lot of their, putting their best foot forward with some exciting new vineyard projects and renovation of their winery. So, I think that's why I was excited to move out here, is because Michigan is at a point where, people are starting to realize that this area can be taken seriously in terms of wine production. It's not just Concord wine, and it's not just sweet wine. Those have a place. Those wines have a place. I mean, California, look at Sutter Home, and look at Carlo Rossi, and look at all those brands that people like and people enjoy, and it's a part of the industry, but it's not what put California on the map, right? And so I think that's kind of where we are in Michigan, is we're starting to be put on the map by these high-end producers. We're making some really nice product.